Hey you guys, I'm coming with another video, just knocking them out. But this one obviously is hair related. This is just some leftover hair from an install I was gonna do, but this is pretty much the vendor that I use. Their raw Indian wavy, and I just requested something in a lower luster. So as you can see, it does have some texture to it. It's not coarse, but it does have. It's not super silky. It's more of just a lower luster, pretty much. He can get more of the coarser texture hair with the curly hair. But I requested some low luster bundles. He said he rarely gets like the coarse wavy, but it's just a matter of messaging him, putting in your request, and seeing what he has at that particular time or what he can get for you. But I say all that to say I have had some people messaging in the past and recently about if I'm selling my vendor. So I do believe that I am gonna go ahead and sell my vendor and possibly do away with just selling hair because I really don't have the time, energy, or funds to source everything that he offers. All y'all have ever seen me post is curly or wavy hair, but he offers raw Indian straight, raw Indian wavy, raw Indian curly. He offers a processed texture curly, which is he takes his authentic raw hair and steam processes it to a more of a tighter curl pattern. He offers closures. He offers frontals. He offers wigs. He offers raw Indian platinum blonde. I know wavy hair for sure. He said it's a huge process, but he can take his raw hair, not processed hair. He can take his actual raw hair and get it to a pretty close of like a 613 color. It's an extensive process, so it costs more. But if someone is looking for 613 bundles but wants raw Indian hair, um, he offers that as well. I also have, when I was testing my vendors, vendor number one, number two, this was actually ended up being vendor number three that I went with to put on the site. But I actually still have vendor number one and number two. So if anyone is interested in any of the three vendors that I posted when I said I was testing on my channel, I have all three. I'm debating if I want to put all three on my site before I stop selling hair, or if I just want to if I want to put all three on my site, or if I just want people to kind of contact based upon what they're looking for. I'm not sure yet, but I'm not gonna lie, it's not gonna be cheap. It's not gonna be a couple $100s. If I sell these vendors, they're not gonna be cheap. It's gonna be a price tag, but it's kind of the price you pay um, when you're choosing to buy someone's vendor information, because pretty much now you have an unlimited source to that hair that they were getting. So it's very different. The process that I would do if I were to go ahead and sell any of those vendors, vendor one, vendor two, or number three, which is this one, I would actually post it on the site. I believe it posted for um, probably anywhere from 7 to 10 business days. Within that time frame, that probably would be the time frame that you would have to purchase it. After it's purchased, I would send out the information to everyone all at one time. I probably would leave it on the site as well, and just ever so often have points in time where I would sell it. Um, but that's I may or may not do it like that. I'm not sure. But the first go around, I would do it like that. But I'm not gonna lie, it's not gonna be cheap. If you're seriously interested and you're looking to go ahead and buy the vendor information from vendor one, two, or three, again, go back on my channel, look at old videos. I've tested every vendor, vendor one, two, and three. Go back and look at my old videos. I put vendor testing, vendor number one, vendor number two, and vendor number three. See which one you're interested in. Contact me. If you're seriously interested, I can send you a PayPal invoice, or I can go ahead and put a listing on my website and you could pay through PayPal, whichever one you feel more comfortable with, and I can go ahead and get the process going now. If you are seriously interested, send me a DM on Instagram, or put your Instagram name in the comment section below, and I can DM you on Instagram. If you're seriously interested, I can go ahead and start it now. But that's pretty much what the process would be. Otherwise, like I said, I'm willing to do it for any of the three vendors that I went ahead and went through the testing process for. Vendor number, I don't want to say the wrong one, but one of those vendors I had absolutely no issues with. I just was looking for a certain type of curl pattern, possibly a tighter curl pattern. And I believe they had it, but I just wasn't happy with the way that you had to go about ordering it. I wasn't happy with, but I had absolutely no issues with their quality. Um, I think the only other thing that pissed me off about them was probably how long the shipping took. But just the simple quality of their hair, I had no issues. Vendor 3, I obviously have no issues because I sold the hair. I wear the hair all the time. I don't have any issues with it. I still order hair from him. This is hair that I've never let y'all know that I ordered, and I ordered it for personal use. Like, he has legitimate raw Indian hair, high quality. Vendor number 1, beautiful curl pattern. Everyone was asking me about it, but the way in which they did business, I did not agree with. But if you are just looking for that typical curl pattern, then by all means, if you want that vendor, let me know. It will, like I said, vendor 3 will probably have the heftiest price tag. Vendor 2, I had no issues with quality, so it may not be as much, but still hefty. Vendor 1 will probably be the cheapest price because I just had an issue with them. But vendor 1 will have the cheapest price tag to it. Vendor 2 will be the next, a little higher, and vendor 3 will be the highest. What else did I want to say? If you had any questions, I know someone wanted me to make a video about all the vendors I had issues with, or all the vendors that I found, period, and maybe just didn't go with. If there's any type of vendor that I mentioned, because I know I was testing Cambodian hair, I ended up not going with it because Cambodian hair could be more expensive. If you're looking for a Cambodian hair vendor, let me know. But anything that I mentioned on my channel and you're interested in or looking for, let me know. DM me on Instagram. We could get the process started now. I'm not going to lie. It's not going to be cheap. I kid you not. It is not going to be cheap. And what you're pretty much paying for is the contact information for that vendor. Any contact you have moving forward, any quality issues moving forward, any shipping issues you have moving forward, you have to contact that vendor. The only thing I would be selling is the actual vendor information, the contact information, so that you can go ahead and get in contact with that particular vendor. That's all I'm offering. Like I said, if you have any questions, you could leave them in the comments below, or you could hit me up on a DM on Instagram, which my Instagram for the current hair page will be in the description below. I'm probably going to keep that same page, but probably flip it to whatever my next venture may end up being. I'm probably just not going to keep that keep the name Chrissy J Extensions. It's probably just going to be Chrissy J or something like that. But again, if y'all have any questions, just please leave them below or hit me up on Instagram.